Really, it's basically any kind of demand or challenge that requires the body to expend extra energy. And that's sort of from the body's point of view. And summer stress is actually really helpful. So acute stress, that can help improve our physical and our mental performance. But what we're going to be focusing on today is the chronic stress. That's when it can become pretty damaging to our health. So it's really about finding that balance between the two. So there's a stress that can be motivating, but then there's also the one that can be reoccurring, and that's when it gets pretty dangerous. And so it's about finding that balance, and for each person, that can be very different. It just kind of manifests in how we feel, and I'm sure how you respond to stress is different to how I would respond to stress. For some people, it can be like a full-on panic attack. For others, it might be digestive issues, tension, headache, etc. But it's really important to kind of tune in to how your body is responding to stress, because only then can you really do something about it, when you realize what's going on. I think that's really important, figuring out what it is for you that sort of sets you off, I suppose. So this is obviously really important when we're in a dangerous situation and helps to protect our lives. So really what happens with stress is it starts in the brain. So information comes in through our eyes and our ears, and it travels to different parts of the brain. And what's really interesting is that the body interprets stress the same. So you might be late for a meeting, you might be in the middle of a war zone, but our body is always going to react in a similar way. It basically activates hormones and then sets off a branch of the nervous system, which we can see here. And we've got two different aspects of the autonomic nervous system. And they're kind of meant to work in tandem, sort of like a tag team. And we always want them to sort of work in a balanced way. And so we're, as humans, designed to respond to stress or something shocking. And what happens is that will activate our sympathetic nervous system. So our blood will pump faster, our heart will beat, our breathing will increase. And then after all of that, we're meant to relax and rest. And so that's when our parasympathetic nervous system sort of slows everything down and gets us back to feeling normal again. But the problem is we live in a world where our sympathetic stress response seems to be switched on, sort of stuck in that on position, and that's when the problems can occur, really.